the Supreme Court has recognized the right against the adverse effects of climate change. In this video powered by Still, we'll delve into the details of this ruling. During a hearing on March 21, a three-judge bench led by Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud issued a ruling to expand the scope of Articles 14 and 21, incorporating the right to a clean environment and right against the adverse effects of climate change. This decision came in response to a plea aimed at safeguarding the habitat of the Great Indian Bustard from encroachment due to the power transmission lines in Gujarat and Rajasthan. However, the order was uploaded on Saturday, April 5. The bench said, despite governmental policy and rules and regulations recognizing the adverse effects of climate change and seeking to combat it, there is no single or umbrella legislation in India which relates to climate change and the attendant concerns. The ruling mentioned, however, this does not mean that the people of India do not have a right against the adverse effects of climate change. The bench further said, this committee may balance the need for preservation of Great Indian Bustard, which is non-negotiable, with the need for sustainable development, especially in the context of meeting the country's international commitments toward promoting renewable sources of energy. The bench added, Article 48A of the Constitution provides that the state shall endeavour to protect and improve the environment and to safeguard the forests and wildlife of the country. Clause G of Article 51A stipulates that it shall be the duty of every citizen of India to protect and improve the natural environment including forests, lakes, rivers and wildlife, and to have compassion for living creatures. Although these are not justiciable provisions of the Constitution, they are indications that the Constitution recognizes the importance of the natural world. By leveraging scientific expertise and engaging stakeholders in meaningful consultations, this approach ensures that the conservation efforts are grounded in evidence and inclusive of diverse perspectives, the bench said. Later on, the Ministry of Environment, Forests and Climate Change, Ministry of Power and Ministry of New and Renewable Energy approached the Apex Court requesting modifications to its directives. The ministry had highlighted that India has given international commitments on transition to non-fossil fuels and reduction of emissions, and the area contains a large share of country's solar and wind energy potential. It was also contended that putting high voltage power lines underground was technically not feasible. What are India's initiatives and targets related to climate change? At COP28, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the Green Credit Initiative, which seeks to encourage voluntary environmental efforts across multiple sectors involving individuals, communities, private sector industries and companies. However, at COP26 in 2021, India came forward with the crucial Panch Amrit strategy, of which 4 targets are to be achieved by 2030, such as increasing non-fossil electricity generation capacity to 500 gigawatts, meeting 50% of energy requirements from renewable energy, reducing the total projected carbon emissions by 1 billion metric tons, reducing the carbon intensity by at least 45%. The 5th one is to achieve net zero targets by 2070. That's all for today. We'll be back with more such topics on climate change. Till then, stay tuned with Krishi Jagran Business. This is Yukta Mudgal signing off.